I think the task force is doing a lot of the right steps to ensure that we're creating an environment for women to take on more leadership roles.
There's different types of leadership. Do you want to lead people? Do you want to lead a process? Do you want to lead leaders?
There's a woman leader and a male leader. We're really the two sides of the same coin where we just balance each other out.
I feel that anyone can really be a leader. It just really depends on how you lead, and that's what sets you apart.
The more women you have in a decision-making room, I think the more balanced the decisions that are going to come out.
Women have a lot to offer to organizations, and I think we have varying different perspectives that are all beneficial to organizations. I don't think there's a secret recipe to my journey, but I went to grad school in California. I got my master's in public health with a focus on healthcare management. And my first job out of grad school was I was a project manager in a hospital setting. And then I moved across country to Atlanta, and I had the opportunity to be a manager in clinic operations at Emory for about 5 years prior to joining Task Force for Global Health. I always wanted to work in public health, so I had the opportunity to work for our flu program as a project manager. And then the pandemic happened in 2020, and so we received funding to support low and middle income countries for their COVID-19 vaccine programs. And so at Task Force, we set up a COVID program as well. And I worked with our directors to set up a project management team. And so I accepted the challenge to lead that team. And so I've been in management for 3 years, about 3 years at Task Force, but in all about 8 years. And I would say 2 lessons I've learned over that journey were that, I just wanted to make sure I learned from people, learn from people's experiences, and just never be afraid to take on a new challenge. I would say I'm an active participant on the team. I like being involved in the country work and understand what's going on with our countries. But I operate in an honest and transparent manner. I want my team to feel like I'm supporting them and that I'm here to help guide them to success, whether that's in the projects that they're working on or in their overall career development. I think that women in leadership may have unique challenges getting to leadership, and I think that because of those challenges, they're able to bring empathy to the role. I think it's helpful when employees, it makes them feel heard and understood. I would also say that I think women can also bring humility in the work setting. I try to, I'm not perfect, and owning up to mistakes and understanding how to correct those mistakes, I think is something that employees can really resonate with, and it makes you more relatable. We've come a long way in understanding the needs and challenges in leadership and of women who hold these positions. I think oftentimes we run a household, we are caregivers for parents, and I think that having more flexibility in jobs, in these leadership roles could go a long way. I think early in my career, I didn't necessarily speak up in meetings. I was more timid. I didn't speak up on meetings or calls, typically because they were male-dominated. And as I gained more knowledge, more experience over the years, I felt more comfortable providing my input, but I would say that it probably has impacted my career. But I think over time, I've been able to overcome that. To try not to make yourself feel small and make yourself feel heard. Women have a lot to offer to organizations, and I think we have varying different perspectives that are all beneficial to organizations. I've had a great experience over the last 10 plus years working in various roles, and I think that the organization you work for can really help navigate your career path as well, and as long as you have good people in your corner, I think you can excel in your career. But obviously it takes hard work and a good team around you to make progress in achieving goals.